Yes, sir.
Okay, we're going to go forward. Welcome to our signature room. As you can see, this is a Microsoft signature room. We are currently in a front row user experience. And I assume you can hear me with this. So actually, Tom, why don't you kind of explain the thought process behind this for everyone?
So from Microsoft's perspective, we were looking to bring kind of an equitable experience, right? So where I'm seated here in the height of the monitor, as you can see as I'm looking out, we're looking eye to eye with the individuals that are on the bottom of the screen. So when I'm looking out, I am making facial contact with them. So I'm actually getting their eye gaze and their experience. Something else that Microsoft is coming out with is spatial audio. Should be out here fairly soon. From a spatial audio perspective, when somebody in the call starts talking, it's going to immediately go to, or make me naturally go to the eye gaze to where that sound is coming from. So if it's on the left-hand side of the screen or the right-hand side of the screen, again, make it feel more natural when I start having that conversation with somebody like we're actually in the room together. Other things that you notice, we were talking about bringing chat. Everybody wants to be seen. Everybody wants to be heard. Bringing chat to the main screen on the right-hand side, as you can see here, is extremely important because, again, it allows us to pick up what everybody's talking about.
Do my Vanna White.
Vanna White. And John was talking about the work trend index by Microsoft earlier. It looks like Ashish just put the link out there. Main part of this screen is the content that is being shared. And on the left-hand side right now, it has a kind of a placeholder of raised hands as people in the group want to raise their hand. It would show up there, so we get, indicator that somebody actually needs to be responded to. However, that is something, as you can see, thank you, Matt, and thank you, Alex. Something else Microsoft has coming, and what you've probably also seen, is from the AI perspective of bringing AI into the meeting. So on the left-hand side is kind of having that digital assistant in the meeting that's taking meeting notes and taking, tasks for everybody. And after the call is over, it'll actually give you, a breakdown. It could be even a breakdown individually for you specifically of what your action items are of that meeting. So from Microsoft's perspective, we're trying to bring everything to the screen. It's a larger screen. It's a 21 by 9 aspect monitor so that we get that extra space to do some different things with. And Microsoft also has other layouts coming to the screen as well. But it's not just about the technology in the room, because none of the technology works without the layout of the room. So for that, I'm going to hand it to Ian.
Yeah, and I don't have to go too long-winded here. I think everybody can see just positioning, like I said, in the previous question, positioning users intentionally in the space so that the camera can do its thing of capture every in-room participant, but then also everybody in the room has equal sight lines to the display. So I'm positioned in a spot where I can see the right-hand chat, I can see the left-hand raised hands, and it's not just, I look great on camera. I can also use the room, to the best of its ability. So, yeah.
And you can't understate the eye-to-eye and the impact it has on the ability to really look at people, make sure they're comprehending what we're saying, content. You're able to respond that, and it actually drives an additional behavior for people to turn the cameras on. So it's really a cultural thing also. So this is the front row. We can, the people that are in Boston, we can come in and tour it. We did want to make sure that as we were explaining and talking about signature and front row, what we were actually talking about. So hopefully that succeeded.
And just one other comment. This is a Logitech, Rally Bar mini camera. It is an AI camera. So if you notice from our video that's coming out to you, instead of just showing the room, it's actually showing the three of us as individuals sitting here at the table. And again, that is part of that equitable experience. And here soon, depending upon how the meeting is set up, we'll actually get identified. So it'll actually say John Mitten underneath. It'll actually say Ian. It'll actually say Tom. So that, again, we're all in that equitable experience with the people that we're seeing across the board here.
Great. And will eventually we end up our own box, maybe, Tom?
We could end up in our own box as well, yes.
Sorry. Thanks. That's great. So, okay. Well, we'll head back to the main room, the Work Cafe. Thank you. Thanks, everyone.